include the original Dr. Dolittle, as well as scenes from Pirates of the Caribbean romancing the Stone and set to James Bond films. I'm so bad.
It is Wednesday, and we are headed into Castries. This must be the morning traffic jam. We are driving down to Soufriere again today, so we've had about an hour and a half drive through the mountains. We hope to be able to go to the botanical gardens today, and also possibly the mud baths, and go snorkeling at the beach. So the weather seems pretty good. It's kind of breezy, but blue skies. In the storm yesterday, or 2 days ago. Could have been yesterday. Definitely making the road one-way traffic. Really pretty view of the pitons here. The back one, I guess that's Gross Piton, is underneath the clouds on top. I guess it's fairly typical here.
Here we are at the Botanical Gardens in Soufriere. We got in. It was quite an adventure last time trying to get in because we got a little lost and come to find out they were closed, but we made it back. We got our tickets, $17.50 a piece, and away we go. Our first little offshoot from the main trail. Lots of little lizards running around. Roots of this tree here. The trails can get pretty narrow and they turn into mud. Here they've got a thing of nutmeg to show you where nutmeg came from. We actually came over from Europe, but now it can be found here. Some running water right in front of us. Looks like hot spring water. Very cloudy. You can smell the minerals in the air. Diamond Falls mineral baths. There doesn't appear to be any damage from the hurricane. They've got a section in here where you can read about all of the different kinds of birds that you can find in St. Lucia. Over here we have the mineral baths and the waterfall. There are the mineral baths They look quite warm. I'm not sure what it would take to get me to go in that right now. It's quite hot today, but it would be a lot. And we're coming up on the waterfall now. Here we are, Diamond Falls. Wow, that waterfall is amazing. Well, we're just leaving the waterfalls and heading back toward the front part of the garden. Some people took a picture of us standing right underneath the falls. So they actually have sprinklers here. That's interesting with all of the rain that they get. I also found out at the beginning of coming in here, I said something about Hurricane Maria and the fact that it didn't destroy this place and what good news that was, but they've got a sign just as you enter in the waterfall that talks about Hurricane Thomas, and it destroyed this entire park. There was just nothing left of it. I guess it just flooded this whole area from that waterfall, took out all of these plants. This guy's got the right idea. He's just taking his time. Found some baby cacao pods. Katie's going to tell us what cacao is used for.
Well, there's these beans on the inside, and you dry them out, and then you roast them, and then you grind them, and you have chocolate.
They have on display over here fruits and vegetables that are made here in St. Lucia, or grown, I should say, produced.
I think this is a golden apple.
Run for your lives.
The beans inside, they look like.
Those are cocoa beans, ladies.
There's star fruit.
Star fruit. Some tree bark.
These are some kind of roots, but this is dasheen. It's a root that they use here.
Got a little natural tunnel here with these trees and bushes. I think we've walked under, I don't know, close to a dozen of these. Another thing kind of cool about St. Lucia, I think, is there aren't very many bugs. I mean, they've got flies and stuff everywhere, but I haven't been bit by a single mosquito, I don't think. Don't they use those for natural fans? Another tunnel. And some more. Back at the gazebo. We're getting close to the exit now, but we came across this fountain. It's currently turned off. It looks like it would be pretty amazing when it goes off. It's surrounded by these palm trees that encircle the entire fountain. Look at the roots of this tree. Pretty intense. We're here at Chanstonnet Resort. We just came from the front gate and we are headed down the pathway to the beach. Here are the tennis courts. We decided, since it's still black flagged at the beach, we're already here at Chanstonnet. We're going to give you a tour of the hotel and resort. We decided, since the beach is still black flagged and we're not going to be able to snorkel, that we would give you a tour of this beautiful resort. Over here we've got the spa and art gallery. Also a place where you can buy some beach equipment and rent your boats. They've got these umbrellas numbered and labeled. Another cool grass hut underneath here to escape the sun. Always amazes me how long these things last. That roof will last many, many years. And it's just made out of grass. So checked with the spa here, and they do accept walk-ins, but sometimes if they're busy, they say it's better to make an appointment. We stopped here in their restaurant to grab a bite to eat. You can see all the sand that's come up on all of these tiles and pavers from the hurricane. It took out their beach. You can see how much sand crept up on those umbrellas down there. But the tide's coming in, or the waves are coming in really strong, and they don't want anybody out on the beach. You can see here all the sand that got washed up, and the waves are just crashing. They've got some of their bar stuff completely. Here comes a big one. Our food is here. Fish burger. I ordered the barbecue fish burger.
The tropical beef burger. It's got banana ketchup and grilled pineapple and fried plantains.
Water over here keeps getting higher and higher. Pretty sure my feet are going to get wet. So the fish burger was pretty good. The sweet potato fries, though, there's something with the sweet potatoes down here. I feel like that they heard that sweet potato fries were a big thing in the US, and then they took their version of a sweet potato and tried to turn it into fries, because not so good. Here's an outside shot of the restaurant that Katie and I just ate at. Here's their main beach area. We've got a lot more grass umbrellas and hammocks, and the beach is a little bit calmer over here. It's not as rocky, so this side's probably more popular for people coming in and out of the water. Over here on the beach, you can see some of these root systems of these trees behind have been exposed by the storm. The beach is quite a bit bigger than the restaurant view made it look. I can definitely hold quite a few people. I think we're up to 45 of these umbrellas. Looks like they've got like a little dance hut, or maybe a hut for a band, something like that, right here in the middle of the beach. Going to Aunt's Mami. Looked like it might have been kind of shut down because of the storm and the waves right now, but we saw some people walking back here, so we're gonna come back here and take a look. So we are on the path, and the waves are crashing hard here, as you're fixing to see. But if you stay up on this side of the walkway, you'll remain relatively dry. Man, the sea really looks rough out here. Katie was saying this pier, she had seen recent pictures of people out on it, but obviously no one can go out on it right now. It's too damaged, so the storm, Maria, must have ripped it apart. They've got planks up all up and down throughout the middle of it. There is Aunt's Châtenay, and over here is the beach that we were able to walk to. The road has been partially washed out by the storm, but this looks like it's going to be this looks like it is a beautiful beach when it's not been ravaged by a hurricane. Cool little find. More roots exposed from these trees. Got a little lagoon back in here. It's filled up from the ocean and it's trying to make its way back out to the ocean. It's having a hard time though. Down by this kind of private beach area, they have another bar and a place to get some food. This is part of the all-inclusive package, probably. But not a bad way to spend your afternoon. That was fun. We are headed back now. So that's it for us. Katie and I are going back to the car. The resort was really nice. And Chantenay is a 5-star place out in the middle of nowhere with great beaches, great vegetation, great upkeep of the grounds. Food wasn't bad. Service seems top-notch. So I think I'd recommend it. Up here, just leaving on Chantenay, you can see Jade Mountain, which is their sister resort. Looks really nice.
One love, keep living, keep it real.